Finance ministers and central bank governors described the discussions as having been productive and constructive. The global economic outlook, macroeconomic stability, the international financial architecture, financial inclusion, sustainable finance, and infrastructure were issues on top of the agenda, amongst others. Some of the global challenges cited include conflicts, geopolitical and trade tensions, supply chain disruptions, high debt levels, and extreme weather patterns.
They agreed to bolster long-term economic growth, potential by pursuing macroeconomic policies while building fiscal buffers, ensuring fiscal sustainability, encouraging public and private investments, undertaking productivity-enhancing reforms, and safeguarding central bank independence to maintain price stability. A renewed pledge was made to strengthen multilateral cooperation to address existing and emerging risks to the global economy.
The communique recommended that central banks continue to ensure price stability in line with their mandates while maintaining independence, which it said was crucial.
There had been contestations about central banks around the globe. Pronouncements were also made in Europe and all of that. And at the meeting of the IMF in Washington in April, the issue of central bank independence came very strongly there. Unfortunately, there was no communique at that time. And this time round, because a communique could be issued, then you are seeing it. The last time we had a communique was in Brazil last year in the G20, and the IMFC, which is another forum where these things are discussed, have not had a communique for a long time now. So came out strongly in the conversations about the importance of central bank independence.
This was the last meeting of the G20 finance ministers and central bank governors being held in the country under South Africa's presidency. G20 finance ministers and central bank governors will next meet in Washington, D.C. on the sidelines of the annual World Bank and International Monetary Fund meetings in October. South Africa will then host the G20 Leaders Summit in November. Glorious Sefako Musi, SABC News, Durban.